My name is Jennifer Groover. I am the owner of Midnight Pottery. I'm married to my sweet husband, Randy Groover. We've been married for 2 years. I've been doing this for 22 years now. Originally I was born in DeKalb, Illinois. I'm called Tupelo my home base. Like I said, I've been doing this 22 years. I have twin boys that are at Mississippi State. They're seniors this year. Thank the good Lord for that. I'm pretty much a self-taught potter. My brother, Dean Webb, and I started this business. Many of you, I'm sure, know Dean and what a character he is. So we've had a fun time while he was still here with me doing that. Through the years, you learn a lot of trial and error through pottery. So being self-taught, there's probably more error than, glorified, like, oh, the pot looks great. But I have a wonderful staff here. I depend on them a whole lot. We have a lot of fun doing this. Most of my pottery, I think, is dynamite. Every now and then you may go to a yard sale and see a piece for $1. And that doesn't hurt my feelings. That's just part of the process. One man's trash is another man's treasure, they say. Through the years, like I said, it is a process. So now with social media being so popular, sometimes you feel like you're chasing a rabbit, trying to keep up with the next trend. And that can be overwhelming at times, especially for an artist, because you know what you like, but you want to make sure that everybody out there still likes it. So I feel like if I stay true to what brought me to the love of this process of art and clay, that speaks into our pieces. So of course we come out with new shapes, new glazes. We're always trying new techniques. Some of them work, some of them don't. But as far as evolving, I look at pieces that people show me that they've had for 20 years and, yes, the technique is a little cleaner, a little smoother, not as heavy, doesn't feel like Fred Flintstone pottery anymore. I've learned, things like that. But I think just I keep it kind of simple and don't try to just mimic every little thing that's out there. It's hard sometimes to be motivated even to, like, oh, I don't feel like going to work today. But the thing about my work that keeps me going is it's fun, it's creative, and a lot of it just depends on what's going on in my life as far as how creative I can be. Owning a business, you have bills to pay, so it's not like you can sit home and not do your work. But as far as what inspires me, I guess just feeling like I'm blessed and fortunate to be able to do this, so I don't have to have a whole lot of inspiration to get up every day to be able to come in and do something I love. I'm self-taught. I never even finished college. I was just always a really hard worker. School was not for me. I just didn't enjoy a classroom or book setting. I know that sounds terrible. Everybody go to college. You need to do it if you can. But and I'm proud of the fact that I'm a businesswoman who's helped put 2 boys through college, being an artist. You don't see that a lot. So I think just my hard work and dedication really has paid off for me. So that comes out. Be a big, beautiful platter. It's always fun to kind of decide what color you want it to be. You can just, it's endless, the possibilities are. The glaze area, so once it's glazed, it comes over here. And it's a 6 to 8 week process. People don't realize that. Like that piece, it'll be about 6 weeks before it's actually ready. So it has to dry, and that's all the drying stuff there. Then it comes through here. And then, we get to do, like, these are fun this year. They're little votive cups. See how cute? You put your little candle in there. I load all these kilns, and, myself. Sorry. It can be, backbreaking. When you're hot, and in the summer, this kiln room, because these get to 2,700 degrees. So the next day when you come in, it's in the summer, it's hot in here. Being a small business, I think it's very important to be involved in your community, because your community's who supports you, hopefully, that they're going to come in and appreciate your craft of what you do and your hard work that you put into this. So I think it's important to get out there, we're part of the Empty Bowls, which I think, that's a big thing for the Potters to do. That's always impressed me, how those ladies get in there and they do so much volunteer work for that. And so what little bit I can do, I'm proud to be able to do that. I think art's a very important part of the community. It brings structure, it brings people together. It's an attraction to our city. I know when I travel, I like to look at towns that offer arts. That's kind of what my draw is, to want to go to that town. I love walking downtown and seeing all the beautiful art, in our alleyways. So I just think for Tupelo, we've done a great job. I mean, I'm sure there's more that could be done, but as far as just getting out there and getting involved, I think everybody needs to do that, especially if you own a business. I just think that's part of owning that business, and I encourage my girls that work up here to do the same. Regional Rehab, I've been fortunate enough to work with Eric Goodwin, and they do the big golf tournament each year, and I've helped him, design their trophies for the past few years, and that's always fun to do. Empty Bowls, I've personally done the Meals on Wheels, where I've delivered that. Dancing with the Stars for the Boys and Girls Club, I've done their little trophies that they do. Anytime someone has ever called needing a silent auction piece or door prize, we're always happy, to give those. We get tons of phone calls for those, and you wish you could give to every single person. So we do kind of have to pick and choose. Being a small business, we just don't have the funds to give to everyone, but we do try. We're passionate about the United Way and think, they do so much for our community. So that is one charity we're glad to give back to. I think we are so lucky to have, the United Way of Northeast Mississippi. I'm very impressed, like I said, with the volunteer work I see there. My mom was a single mom of 3 children, and, we grew up struggling. And so I see how that helps. United Way helps families like that. So that's why it's very important, probably has a more special place in my heart, because I think about, the things she probably dealt with. And a lot of people get in binds and seasons in their life that's no fault of their own. And so it's great to have an organization that's willing to be there to help them, whether it's a small need, a big need. So, I just encourage everyone to give, whether it's something small. Don't think, well, that's not enough and it won't matter. Every little bit matters. I'm very proud to be a part of a small town, Tupelo, Mississippi, and call that my home. I think it means your neighbor, their needs, and hopefully you can be there to help them if they're struggling. I'm fortunate that I made so many great friendships through my customers here. We've just forged bonds. When you've been in business 22 years, you meet people. And then you may hear about them having a sickness or a need. And so if I do, that's something Dean and I both took pride in. We just really try to help people meet that need. So I think that's part of being in your community, again, being a small business. But I just think home and community are where you make your friends and family, whether, they need you or not, you're there for them.